Hello everyone, I am Pushplata, TGT Science from KV number 4, Jalandhar Cant. When I talk of Jalandhar, in the last few days, we all have seen many variations in the weather conditions. Like sometime it became very hot and the very next day it rained heavily and the weather became pleasant. Along with these weather conditions, the temperature was also varying. So, there is some relation between the temperature and the changing weather. Similarly, the elements in the periodic table also have varying properties depending on their atomic numbers. These are called the trends in modern periodic table or the gradation of properties of elements. So let us start with what are these properties and how they vary along a row and a group in modern periodic table. The first trend, that is the atomic radius. Let us begin with it. Atomic radius is the size of an atom. That means it is the distance between the center of the nucleus and the outermost shell of an isolated atom. Now, how this atomic radius vary in a group and a row? The atomic radius increases as we move down a group because there are more shells of electrons, while the atomic radius decreases as we move to the right across a period because the nuclear charge increases and pulls the electron in closer to the nucleus. We can see in the picture that as we move down in the group, the atomic size is increasing due to increase in the number of shells. While moving along a row from left to right, the atomic size is gradually decreasing because as we move from left to right, the effective nuclear charge increases, which pulls the valence electron towards it, resulting in the decrease in the size of atom. We can see clearly that in the first group, the elements having 2 shells for lithium, 3 shells for sodium, and 4 shells for potassium. So as we moving down in a group, there is an increase in the energy shell which results in the increase in size of the atom down a group. Well, if we move in a row from left to right, the atomic number is increasing by 1, which results in the increase in nuclear charge. The effective nuclear charge pulls more strongly the valence electron. Therefore, the atomic size decreases along a row. We can see that the hydrogen has 1 shell, lithium has 2 energy shells, while sodium has 3 energy shells and potassium has 4 energy shells. So the number of energy shells increasing down a group, therefore the atomic size is increasing. While in moving in a row, the atomic size, the number of shells remains the same while the effective nuclear charge is increasing, resulting in the decrease in size of the atom. Now the second trend is valence electrons. The valence electrons are the electrons present in the outermost shell or the valence shell of an atom. Down a group, the valence electron remains the same. Let us see it. If we are going in group 1, the elements are hydrogen, lithium, sodium and potassium. They all are having 1 electron in their valence shell. Though the number of valence shell is increasing down a group, but the valence electrons remains the same. So the number of electrons in valence shell is same for a group. But in a periodic row, the valence electron increases by 1 as the atomic number increases. Let us take an example of second period. The elements are lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. The atomic number of lithium is 3, so the configuration becomes 2, 1. Now the next element is beryllium with atomic number 4, but the extra electron would be added in the same shell, so the configuration becomes 2, 2. Now the valence electron is increasing by 1 as we move from left to right. So the trend of valence electron in a row is that it goes on increasing by 1 up to 8. The valence electrons are used to decide the valency of an atom. Valency is the combining capacity of an atom. It means the number of electrons needed to lose, gain or share by an atom to attain the stable noble gas configuration. Now for the first group, the valency is +1. It means they will lose 1 electron to attain the noble gas configuration. The group 2 element will lose 2 electrons because they have 2 electrons in the valence shell. It will be difficult for them to gain electrons as the number of electrons to be lose is less than 3. Now if we move in the third group, which is actually the group number 13, the valence electrons is 3, therefore the valency becomes +3. For the 14th group, the valency is 4 because it can share 4 electrons because it will be difficult for the 14th group elements to lose or gain 4 electrons. Therefore, they make bonds by sharing of electrons. So the valency is 4. Now for the 15th group, the valency becomes -3 because the valence shell have 5 electrons. Valence shell has 5 electrons. It means it needed 3 more electrons to complete its octet. Similarly, the group 16th will need 2 electrons, therefore its valency becomes -2. For the 17th group, the valency is -1 because they have 7 valence electrons. And for group 18th, the valency is 0 because their octet is complete. The next trend is the metallic property, which is the tendency to lose electron. The metallic property in a group increases because the number of shells increases. So the effective nuclear charge decreases, therefore it becomes easy for an atom to lose electron. But while in a period, the metallic property decreases because effective nuclear charge increases. So it becomes difficult to remove an electron from the atom. The metallic property or the tendency to lose electron increases due to increase in the number of shells. We can see the distance of protons and electron is very less here. So it becomes very difficult to remove the electron from the first row. But as we move down, there is an increase in the number of shells. And if we talk about the 4th shell, the distance between the nucleus and the outermost shell becomes large and it becomes easy to remove an electron from an atom. Therefore, the metallic property increases down a group due to increase in the distance of nucleus and valence shell. But while we move in a row from left to right, the tendency to lose electron decreases due to decrease in size, and the non-metallic property increases. That means the tendency to gain electron increases. Now as we move down in a group, in the non-metals, the fluorine will have 2 shells and it has the maximum tendency to gain electron because of its smaller size. But as the number of shell increases, the distance from the nucleus and the valence shell increases and it's not so easy to snatch the electron from other atom to complete the octet. So fluorine is most electronegative, and as we move down, the non-metallic property decreases down a group in the non-metal sides. But when we talk about the metals, the metallic property increases down a group. So we can conclude that the properties of elements vary according to their atomic number, and there is difference in the property down a group and along a row due to certain features shown by elements. So we have learnt the 3 trends. The first one was atomic radius, the second is valency and the valence electron, and third is the metallic and non-metallic property.